Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Hey, so I went grocery shopping and I went to several stores. Actually, I did, and I just went to two. I went to Wayne's and the Family Dollar. Okay, so what is this called? This is called a shopping haul. Yeah, so let's see what I got from Wayne's. Why is my stuff wet? I'ma just think because it's wet because it's raining outside. I got these bowls was $1 and like either 29 or 49 cents. So I got two of them. I was like, oh, I like those. Just impulse spending. I just seen $1 and was like, oh, I'm gonna get those. Same with these. These was $1.09. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get those. They just $1. Now let's try them. My mama used to get something like these back in the day when she worked for hospice. They would be like the vanilla kind and the chocolate kind. But I haven't had these in so long. I don't know. They still taste the same. I got some vegetable oil. This vegetable oil was only like $2 and something. That's good. That's good. This little thing of vegetable oil from Food Line is like $3.09 or maybe $3.49. Basically $4 or $5. I got a 2-liter Mountain Dew. And I got a 2-liter Starry. Both of these was $1.29. I could be lying. I do know that it was $1 though. And it wasn't $1.99 or $1.89. I think it was like $1.49. Somewhere around there. So I got two 2-liter sodas. I got some of these cereals like they was just $1 and something. I was like, oh, they look pretty. I'll just go ahead and get them. I got some boil in the bag rice because for some reason I've been wanting some rice and gravy, some white rice and brown gravy. But then I seen this, some dirty rice, and I was like, dirty rice sound good too. So, you know, I was reading over it and everything. And I had got me some Roger Wood sausages to put inside of this. So, I'm going to do some dirty rice with some Roger Wood sausage. Got some Nutty Buddies. Got some pork skin. Spicy and regular. And last but not least, y'all, what I love the most, what I really, really love the most are meats. Our meats, y'all. So, we got some Roger Wood sausage. We're going to put that inside the dirty rice. Perch, some fresh perch. It was $5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 wings for $4.88. Okay. Then I have 12 wings for $5.17. Okay. Then I have 13 wings for $6.26. So I got a whole lot of wings. And I got some fish. Yeah, y'all. Trying to see which pack I'm gonna keep out. I'll leave this one out and cook that one and put these up. Well, y'all, that's my little grocery haul. Let me get all this situated to put up, and then make sure you stay tuned, because Coco's Kitchen is about to open soon. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the Zatarain's Dirty Rice. I thought this was Mr. Beans. I'm gonna call Mr. Beans. Yeah, I think it's called Mr. Beans. I thought that's who this was, but it's not. It's Zatarain's. It makes 1 full pot. It says it on the box. Now, your instructions for stove top: you'll need 1 pound of meat of your choice. Okay, you're gonna brown your meat or your sausage, whatever you want to do. So that means you're gonna cook it. You're gonna cook your sausage or you're gonna cook your meat. Once you cook it, you're gonna drain the fat. Okay, after you drain the fat, you're going to mix 2.5 cups of water. Then your mix. You'll leave that on the stove and bring it to a simmer. 25 minutes. Good Lord. Let me go. This is going to be the first thing we do. I was just going to read over the directions so I knew what to do later. But no, 25 minutes. You're talking about 25 minutes. That's a long time. $25 minutes. Let me go ahead. Let's get our Roger Woods. We're going to do some baked chicken. Preheat your oven to 350. Okay. My sausage. My pound of meat that I'm using is some Roger Wood sausages. Okay. Y'all, so don't judge me because my cutting board is in the dishwasher, okay? But we're gonna use this lid. I'm only gonna use 1 Roger Wood. I had got a full pack. 6 of them came in the pack that I got. But I'm only gonna use this one, and if I cut it up right, it'll be more than enough. Okay, so I left one of them out so I can demonstrate and show y'all how I cut them. So, going straight down, you should have a circle. A circular sausage that you'll cut. After you do that, you're just going to cut it again. So, just cut it again. That's it. So now you should have little halves that look like this. It's okay if your skin part is ripped off. It's okay. So you'll have little halves that look like this. Now, depending on the size of your family, these little halves, you can go through and you can cut your halves again, turning your halves into little triangles. It just all depends on how big your family is and how much meat you really want to use. I'm okay with using this amount of meat because I don't know how much rice come in the thing. And these are hot and spicy. Y'all know I love me some spicy. Alright, so with this pot back here in the back, go ahead and put your 25-minute rice on. 25 minutes. For some rice I don't even know if I'm gonna like. I might like it though. I might. Because I've been wanting some different type of rice instead of like white rice. I don't like white rice. And so, it might be different. And I know which one is what now because I remember the other day I marked it. Alright, so remember the directions said to drain your grease, but then you're going to add grease. We're not gonna do that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep the grease that we already got. So you see that? You'll probably be able to see it more once Alright, let the 25 minutes begin. 25 darn minutes. I can't believe that. Alright, y'all. All of this is what we need. Featuring some green beans. Okay. So, y'all ain't ever seen me pull this out. Ever. Y'all ain't ever seen me pull that out. And y'all ain't never seen me pull out the lemon pepper. So, let's make some Coco's Kitchen baked chicken. You need some oil. Just a little bit of oil to put in your, with your chicken. Ain't been 25 minutes yet. Let me turn it down. Alright. You got you some oil in your chicken. Go ahead and get all that marinated. Make sure you got oil on every piece of chicken so your seasoning stick. Now, let's go in with the lemon pepper. I like to go in with this first because I can see it. I'll be able to see where it go, how much it is on it. See that? Probably not, but there you go. That's your lemon pepper. That's all I'm gonna use today. I'm not using no more of no lemon pepper. Then I like to go in with my garlic powder. What I'm missing, y'all, is my garlic powder. This is onion powder. Onion powder. Accent. What I tell y'all before, accent, you just need a few shakes on the small circles, not the big circles, the small circles. I shook it 9 times. A little bit came out, but a little bit is a lot. You can do the most with the least. Now, seasoning salt. Now these seasonings I'm going to put on top of each other. Creole. And last but not least, you know, my mama probably looking for this. She probably like, where is my stuff? And she gonna see this video. I should have known. I should have known. Alright, so your chicken should be good and seasoned. Real good and seasoned. Real good and seasoned. Okay. Now in the pan that you're going to put in the oven, whichever one you decide to put in the oven, do you a little bit of oil. A little bit of oil on your pan. You got some oil in your pan. Next thing you're going to do is the oil that you have in your pan, you're going to put this pan in the oven. Your oven should have already been preheated. I told you to do that a long time ago. Get your oven preheated. Once your oven is preheated, take your pan of oil and put it in the oven. You're putting it in the oven empty. Your pan is going in the oven empty. What's going in the oven empty? Thank you. Don't forget about your rice, because I did. All right, we got to check up on our rice. I can't wait till this get done. It smells so good. And I got me some soda. If y'all know anything about us or anything about me and my brothers growing up, my mama didn't buy soda. She didn't buy soda. She didn't buy juice. She didn't buy Kool-Aid. All we had was water. The only time we would get juice or something is if, first of all, the church, if they fed after church, we was tearing that sweet tea and lemonade up. If we went to my grandma's house and she had Kool-Aid and sodas, or for birthday parties, that was the only time like where we had soda, juice, Kool-Aid, anything that wasn't water. That's the only time we had it. When we was at home with my mama, ice and water, water and ice and water. That's it. My mama got married, met this wonderful man. I actually adopted him as my dad. You know, he's not my biological father, but he is. He's not, but he is. He's promoted from stepdad to dad. When he came along, he wasn't drinking just water. He wasn't having it. So my mama started buying Kool-Aid, and he would make Kool-Aid, and then that's when the rules came. The last person to take it gotta be the one to fill it up. You know, that's when everything came along, all the rules and stuff with the Kool-Aid. So when I get me a soda, oh my gosh. But it's like I'm a little kid at the candy store. A soda? Ooh. I'll choose a soda over a bag of chips. Give me a soda. I love me a good old soda. And then don't let it be Dr. Pepper. Every time. Every single time. Alright, now get your pan out of the oven. And be careful because now you're going to put your chicken in your pan. Alright, then put your pan back in the oven. That's your chicken. Your chicken done. Let your chicken cook. Your chicken is done. Alright, then y'all see we got this little can of green beans. Y'all already know when I bring out Old Reliable, she finna do some damage. BTW. I never learned how to open a can through Girl Scouts. I was in Girl Scouts, but I didn't learn this in Girl Scouts. I learned this from my mama on Holland Street. Always opening the can with a knife. I ain't never see her use no can opener. Then, you know, as we progressed and everything, and we started getting our independence and all of that, I seen her with a can opener. Then it broke, like mine. Then she went from a can opener back to the knife. And then from the knife, she went to an electric can opener. So yeah, she got bougie. And ever since then, she done have her little electric can opener. And I be seeing them. The kind she got, I see them all over. I see them just the exact kind that she have. I see them. And I be like, I'm going to get me one. I'm going to get me one. But then I realized I'm satisfied with using All Reliable. Not all the time. Not all the time. So I am going to get out of that stuck mentality and start using what, you know, what's provided instead of, you know, the struggle way. I will use what's provided. So I gotta get me a can opener, y'all. I gotta get me a can, and I'm gonna give me a good one. I'm gonna give me an electric can opener. And you know what color it's gonna be? You know what color it's gonna be? I'm gonna get me a pink can opener. Electric. This is the chicken that I had left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of chicken left. Alright, y'all. So our rice seems to be coming along. But I just tasted this. I didn't taste nothing. I didn't taste nothing. I'm going to taste it again, like from the juice. And I don't want a piece of sausage because, you know, sausage is automatically going to give it flavor. Flavor that's not there. No, I need to taste this. Y'all, it ain't tasting like New Orleans to me. And I ain't never been, but I seen it on TV and they look real good. New Orleans look like they full of flavor. This, I'm not saying that it don't have flavor. What I'm saying is I think I was expecting gumbo. And this is my rice though. This is done. I'll just turn it off. Let me taste it with a piece of sausage. It's good.